Normally we know that an axe doesn't float. The axe we heard about in the story only floated because God worked a miracle. I have got 10 objects here and I want you to see if you think they will sink or float. So I've got my version of an axe. It's made of cardboard and tin foil. What do you think it will do, sink or float? I've got a cupcake case, a plastic button, a marble, a teaspoon, a marshmallow, a plastic bag clip, a grape, a little man who makes some tea for me, you put tea in his legs, and a candle. Pause the video and have a think about which of these things do you think are going to sink and which things are going to float. Right, I've got my bowl full of water ready. Let's see which things sink and which things float. Teaspoon, what do you think? Sinks right away, not even a little bit of floating. What about a marble? Very small. Oh, cats come to see what's going on. Very small, made of glass. Let's see. No, sinks straight to the bottom. Plastic clip. It's not very heavy. It's quite big, but not super big. Let's see if this floats or sinks. It floats. Okay, my little tea man. He's quite light. He's made of plastic. What do you think? Sink or float? He floats. His head is in the water, but he is still floating. Although he has got holes in his legs, so I wonder if he might start to sink after a little while. We'll keep an eye on him. A grape. What do you think? Sink or float? Straight to the bottom, joining the marble down there. What about this little plastic button? Not big, not heavy, but it has got holes in the middle. I wonder if that will make a difference. Let's see. It floats. It's just staying there on the surface. Now, Elisha made an axe float. I wonder if my homemade axe is going to sink or float. It floats. Although, once the water gets into the cardboard, I wonder if it might end up being a soggy mess on the bottom of the bowl. Cupcake case, sink or float? Floats, it's like a little boat. If the man gets into trouble, he could hop into the cupcake case to save himself. Now I've got a marshmallow. What do you think? Sink or float? It's another one that is floating. And last one, I've got a candle. What do you think? Sink or float? Let's try it. That one is also floating. I've managed to choose quite a lot of things, haven't I, that are floating. If you want to, you could have a go at doing this at home. Find 10 different things and get a bowl of water and see if they will sink or float. But you need to check with your mums and dads first, because if you put something in the water that shouldn't get wet, you might damage it. So make sure you ask them before you go putting things in water. Have a lovely time and we will see you next week. Bye for now.